hello, everybody, and welcome once again to our family room. Today, Carlito and I, who's disappearing on me, can you see that? Carlito, you're doing a disappearing act. Yes, this is so much fun. Look, I'm here. I'm not here. Okay, Carlito, I think you're having too much fun with this. Yes, I love it. Look, I disappear, and I come back. Oh, disappear again. Okay, I don't know what's going on with you, Carlito, why you're disappearing on me, but you are disappearing right now. Anyhow, my friends, thank you very much for joining us today on our family room, this 15-minute chat in which we touch on special topics, important topics for the whole entire family. And this is a collaborative effort with our Family Ministries department from the North American Division and Children Ministries department. So we will have Doctors Claudio and Pamela Consuegra give us some wonderful information about the specific topic that we have today. And I believe it's the one on empathy, right? And so we will all come together and listen to this. So make sure the whole family is there with us. And also don't forget that we do this every 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, which is January 19, we're going to talk about being thankful. So that's going to be awesome as well. Join us then. So we're going to have Dr. Consuegra talk to us. And then Miss Sherry has a wonderful activity that is going to be fun for the entire family. So make sure that everybody's right there together. So grab yourself a pillow, grab yourself a blanket, get comfy in your sofa, on your bed, on the floor, wherever you're at, because we're about to start this wonderful topic. Yes, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this empathy and compassion. Yes, that is correct. I want to hear everything about it. Yay! Yes, I know you do, and so do I. So let's do this, and we're going to go ahead and kick it off over to Doctors Consuegra so they can give us all this wonderful information. Yay! Okay, thank you. Bye!
Empathy and compassion, Pastor Jerry. That's a wonderful topic and one that we need to talk about today. Empathy is the ability to kind of put yourself in somebody else's shoes, to feel as they feel. Sometimes we talk about sympathy, which is feeling bad for other people, feeling sorrow for what they're feeling, but empathy is actually feeling their feelings. And one of the things that's interesting is that it comes very natural to some children and not so natural to others. It also happens to be more natural for a lot of girls, but it's not always the case either. And what's interesting is that you can teach children to be more compassionate, to have more empathy. So it's not like you're born with empathy and that's good, or you're not, and therefore you can't never have empathy. No, you can still learn to have empathy. You can still teach your children to have empathy.
So here are some tips, moms and dads, of how you can teach your children to have empathy and compassion. First of all, teach them to use feeling words. You know, it's very common for children to say things like, I'm mad. Well, tease that out a little bit. What are they really feeling? Maybe they're feeling frustrated, or sad. And instead of just saying, I feel happy today, tease that out a little bit. How are you really feeling? Oh, I'm thankful today. I'm thrilled today. I feel delight today. So teach them to use bigger words and not just I'm happy or I'm mad, but teach them to expand their vocabulary with feeling words.
In addition to that, and related to that, you might want to put on your empathy or your compassion glasses. And what we mean by that is that you can point emotions in others. Let's say, for instance, that you are at the supermarket with your child and another child is crying. Maybe they're throwing a temper tantrum. So you can say to your child, that child, that boy or that little girl, they look to be angry. So that way your child understands what anger looks like in others, and therefore they can understand what anger feels like in themselves.
Another tip, well, we certainly hope that you're reading with your child, because we've talked previously about how important it is to read with or to your child every day. So as you're reading those books with your child, take a moment and start reading with a new focus. For example, ask your child, what do you think that character is feeling in this story? Or if it's a picture book, pick up on the picture clues. Look at how that person is standing. Does that give you any clues as to how they may be feeling? Or look at what they're doing with their hands or their eyes, their facial expressions in those illustrations in the books. So as you read books to your child, read with a new focus, and don't forget to take time to point out little things that may help them be more empathetic and show more compassion.
And of course, if you're going to read anything to your children, one of the best things to read is the Bible itself, because there are many places in the Bible that speaks about compassion or that speaks about empathy. I'm just going to read a couple of them, for instance, and you'll remember them. One of them, Matthew chapter 9 and verse 6, where it says, when he saw the crowds, that's speaking about Jesus, when he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them. There's another text, Matthew 15 and verse 32. Jesus calls his disciples to him and said, I have compassion for these people. We have a list of these texts that you can look at, and remember that the materials that we're talking about are part of the handout that you can download for free on our website. You can find the links also on Facebook. So you can get all those texts and you can use them with your children to show them, to teach them that Jesus had compassion, that he knew how to be empathetic.
Also, moms and dads, remember to put empathy and compassion into practice in everyday instances in your home life. For instance, if your child gets into a fight with their brother or sister, maybe you can pause and say, how do you think they're feeling right now? You know, take it as another learning opportunity to teach them about compassion and empathy. And don't forget to practice it yourself. Your child looks to you, and your child needs to hear you saying those feeling words over and over again to once again help them understand and expand their vocabulary. They need to see you being compassionate and empathetic, and they need to see you taking those everyday moments throughout the normal day to point them towards being a more compassionate child.
Now, just keep in mind, you're not just simply teaching your children to learn a concept, a theory, a definition, but rather you're helping them to change their heart. You want them to learn from personal experience what it's like to feel somebody else's pain, somebody else's joy, somebody else's sorrow. That's what it means to learn to be compassionate, and that's what we hope that you teach your children. But I want us to go to Miss Sherry's home because I think she's got something very interesting to teach the children on how to be compassionate. Sherry.
Hey, Drs. Claudio and Pamela, thank you so much for what you just shared with us. And I'm so excited too, because you mentioned empathy is like putting yourself in someone else's shoes. So I brought some shoes along. So what I'd like for you to do, if you're watching this right now, run, find some shoes that are not your own shoes and put them on. I'll just give you a few seconds. Just run over to the front door. Here's a big old shoe that belongs to my dad. See right here, it's huge. Here's my shoe right here. I'm going to put on his shoe. All right, are we ready? Are you ready with your shoe? Did you find somebody else's shoe to put on? It's really easy for me to put his shoe on because it's so big. Maybe somebody will come along in my house and put on my shoe. I brought two of my shoes because we want to know what it feels like when somebody else is having a feeling. That's what it means when you're saying empathy, putting yourself in someone else's shoes. So let's just practice. We're going to have a little game here. I'm going to give you a scenario. That's just like a little story about somebody, and you're going to tell me how it makes them feel or how you think it makes them feel. And if you're online right now, you can put it right into the chat on Facebook. You got your shoe on? Let's get ready. Okay. All right, the first one is Amber was walking to the table with her lunch. And you know what it was? It was a whole plate full of spaghetti. But she slipped and that spaghetti just went flying off of her plate and landed on the floor. How do you think she felt? Make sure you put yourself into her shoes. How do you think she felt? Was she happy that her spaghetti went all over the place? Was she sad? Was she embarrassed? Was she afraid? Go ahead and just put that into the chat on Facebook. It's important that we understand about somebody else's feelings, because when we understand about their feelings, then we can understand them better too. Well, here's another one. Let's put on a different shoe, or I'm going to put on my own shoe right here. And the story goes like this. Melissa found out. Now, girls, we understand about this. Melissa found out some of her friends were whispering about her and saying things that weren't so very nice. How do you think she was feeling? Go ahead. You're in somebody else's shoes. You want to be in Melissa's shoes right now. How do you think Melissa felt that her friends were talking about her in a not very nice way? Go ahead. If you're watching this right now, go ahead and put it into our chat. Do you think it hurt her feelings? I wonder if it did hurt her feelings and made her feel bad. Maybe she even cried. Well, let's do another one. Do you remember I have my dad's shoe on. I'm going to put on another pair of shoes. His are really big. What about Trevor? Now, maybe you even know a Trevor, but Trevor did not have time to eat breakfast before he had to get on to his Zoom call for his classwork. How do you think he felt while he was having to sit there and do his schoolwork? I think I'm agreeing with you. He probably felt hungry. And sometimes when we're feeling hungry, maybe we're not too happy. How do you think he felt? Go ahead and put it in the chat there. Well, there's one more that it's about Autumn. Remember you met Autumn last time. She could probably fit into these shoes or these shoes right here. Well, just Autumn has brought her grades up and up and up until she has finally gotten all straight A's. How do you think that makes her feel? Yeah? Do you think it makes her feel very happy? Do you think it makes her feel accomplished and that she's done something important? I think so. You know what, kids, it's so important for us to imagine what a person is feeling so that we understand them and can have compassion for them too. Empathy and compassion, they go hand in hand. Thank you for playing this game with me. And you'll notice on our Facebook page, there's a little coloring page there that you can download and think about different scenarios. Remember, different stories about how other people are feeling. Bye now. It was good to be with you.
Thank you very much, Miss Sherry. That was awesome. That was wonderful. What great info. Yes, what great info. Look, I can't disappear anymore. I'm still here. Yeah, what did you do? I took off the invisible cream. Okay, Carlito. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyhow, I hope that you all had a wonderful time, and I hope that all this information can be very useful to you and your whole entire family. And the activity as well, don't forget to go on our Facebook page, on our family room, so that you can get that activity that's right there already posted for you to just kind of get and download for yourself. Okay, very good. Well, don't forget to join us. Continue joining us. We are starting kind of like our second part of emotional intelligence series that we have. And so next in two Tuesdays, January 19, we are going to once again come together right at 7:30 for a 15-minute chat. Just 15 minutes. And can I sing for those 15 minutes? No, Carlito, but I want to sing. I want to sing. Okay, no. It's not for singing. This is so we can listen to all the topics that are going to be told. So don't forget, January 19, 7:30 on Facebook Live, Our Family Room. Join us, NAD Family Ministries and Children Ministries, when we come together to share all this wonderful information for you. Hope that you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope that you had a happy new year. And we will see you once again, January 19th. Spread the word. Tell others. Hit the like button and subscribe to this page as well so that you don't miss all the updates and all the information that we're going to give you, okay? All right. God bless. We'll see you later. Bye. Bye, boys and girls. Bye. Glad you could join us. Bye.